My name is Ryan, and I'll be your MC. In a bit, I'll be introducing our guest sharer. But before we get to that, I want to make sure that everyone can see our presenter screen and can hear me. So if you can just kindly type in the chat box that you can hear me, see our screen, we'd love to be able to know that you can respond and engage with us. So just go ahead and type so we know. I know we have a bunch of people watching from different parts of the Philippines. So welcome. Thank you so much for responding so quickly. I hope you're doing all well on a Thursday evening. I also want to welcome some of our attendees who are watching us from Zoom and even from Facebook Live and YouTube. We've got Delio, who's an engineer from Baguio. We've got Rumina, she's a teacher from Cebu. Eric, who's a physician from Manila. Joseph, who's an electrical engineer from Manila as well. Uh, we also have Melody, who's a doctor from CDO. Welcome. And we also have Sheila, who's a doctor from Cebu. Chanda, who's a pediatrician from Bukidnon. Great. Welcome, Sabina, Rosalind, Joseph. Wonderful to have all of you here. And I'm sure more people are going to be on their way. I know we have a good number of doctors tonight. I wonder if it's because our speaker is also a doctor. But anyway, wherever you're watching from, wherever you're seeing this, and whatever your background is, I want to welcome each and every one of you to Career Crash Course. Now, if this is your first time watching this online, you might be wondering what this is all about. Well, each week we actually invite somebody to share on a topic about business, about leadership, about personal growth, and let them share in a very public webinar like this. And many of the times, the ideas that they're sharing, the insights that they have, come from best-selling books. So maybe some of us don't have time to read anymore, or we're just too busy doing other things. What we give actually is the meaty summary of many books. And all of June, our theme is about reinvention because for many of us, we're slowly, gradually returning to work. The world is resuming many of the things that we're used to having, traveling, working, going out, seeing other people. And honestly, it's also the pandemic has really disrupted many, many lives. So we invite you to join us each Thursday of June in our reInvent series, where we're going to talk about ideas, about rediscovering yourself, finding new skills, finding new interests, maybe discovering your purpose along the way. And tonight is the first session for that. So I want to welcome you. We're going to tackle a book called Career Shift. And the one sharing is actually a doctor. And if you can see his screen, he actually has a lot of degrees after his name. I'm not going to go through all of that. But tonight, our speaker, Dr. Roel Tolentino, will actually talk about the many hats he wears and how the book Career Shift has helped him diversify, not just as a doctor, but as a speaker and as a businessman. And personally, I know Dr. Roel from many years ago in St. Luke's, where we met together in a cancer support group. But Roel is actually a surgeon by background, a cancer surgeon. He's the past president of the Philippine Society for Oncology. He's also a graduate of both Ateneo and LaSalle. So if we have any Eagles and Archers watching right now, take your pick, take your side, no? And he's also diversified into speaking. Maybe you've seen him in places like Salamat Doc and in radio shows. And he's also a businessman. He's an entrepreneur. His wife is a diabetologist, so very much into medicine. But tonight he won't talk about surgery, God forbid. Tonight he'll talk about exploring and expanding our potential. And without further ado, I'm going to give you our speaker. And then at the end, If you have any questions, you can type it and stick around. So I'm so excited for tonight. Here is our sharer on career shift, Dr. Roel Tolentino. Hey, Roel.
Yeah. Thank you, Ryan, and good evening, everyone. I'll be sharing with you a very lovely and interesting book. This is called Career Shift. Career Shift. So this is the book. Did you know that more health workers to resign if government fails to address their concerns? We are expecting so many problems in our healthcare system today, and so many healthcare workers are complaining about their protective personal equipment. Okay? Uh, there are safety reasons, and so many healthcare workers are concerned that they might contact the coronavirus. Therefore, we are expecting some resignations in the healthcare industry. Did you know that thousands may lose jobs due to COVID-19 impact on business? Many people will be fired, many establishments will be closed, many trading institutions will be affected, and of course, the employees will either be fired out or may be offered early resignation or early retirement. So let us see. Again, from Daily Inquirer, March 7, 2020, huge job losses seen due to COVID-19. So if you will notice, employment will be hardly affected by this COVID pandemic. And according to this article, there are six, okay, there are six enterprises that will be affected. First of all is this, services. If you require a client or a customer to be on a one-on-one dealing or one-on-one uh, giving of your services, for example, you're a doctor, you're a restaurant owner, you're an accountant, that you need face-to-face dealings with your customers, you are in trouble, according to the Daily Inquirer news. That's number one, services. Number two, businesses. If you own a restaurant, a retail store, okay, trading industries, okay. Of course, nowadays we found out that restaurants are not taking in customers fully. They are only required to fill up their restaurants about 50%. So that's a big amount or a big blow to their income. So again, services, businesses. Number three is agriculture. If you are involved in an agricultural business, you will have a problem because of the materials. There will be some shortages of materials, and of course, the transportation of goods in the different cities, the provinces, because of the different lockdowns, quarantine. Number three. Number four, manufacturing industry. Because we all know that many people are having problems financially. Therefore, many people will not buy uh, priority items. Example, very expensive cars, expensive watches, non-essential items. This will be affected very much. Again, if you are in this industry, you have to think and concentrate for a career change. Now, imagine you can change career, but you don't know where and how to start. You do not need to imagine. I will inform you on the basic knowledge that may encourage you for a career shift and furthermore. Please take note of that word, furthermore, because later on, I will discuss that key element that will make you successful in your career shift. I have said, this is the book. I have read this about 2 years ago. This is a local publication by Miss Bongato. If you want a career shift, I highly recommend another book. This is Who Moved My Cheese. This is a very short book. You can read it for about an hour. I read it for 1 hour. But this book changed my life. May I ask who have read this book? Although I cannot see the chat box, later on I will check. This is a very important book. If you want a career change, you have to read this. Who Moved My Cheese? And of course, another very good book is Adulting. This is 5 Secrets to Embracing Change in Life and Career by our friend Doreen Cooper. She is part of our business community, Miss Doreen Cooper. Now, I will tell you one story. No? Meron ba tayong foreigners dito? Pwede na magtagalog. Anyway, during my first year college in LaSalle TAF, I was enrolled in the Industrial Management Engineering course during my first year in LaSalle. However, kahit naman po honor student ako ng high school, during my first trimester, I failed 2 subjects and I have to withdraw 2 more subjects. So 4 agad ang aking needed to repeat. So sabi ko, probably engineering or LaSalle is not for me. I went to UST, I inquired if they are able, if they are willing to help me enroll in the school. By the way, I love UST. You know, I fell in love with the campus. Very beautiful campus. However, according to the registrar, I cannot enroll because I have failing subjects. Therefore, I finished my first year in engineering. On my second year in college, I went to BS Biology. I enrolled in biology. So this is my first shift in career. In biology, although I had failing grades in engineering, when I shifted to biology, fortunately, I became a dean's lister for several terms. So probably biology or medicine is the right course for me. Now I'm a physician, and aside from being a physician, I transform into an entrepreneur, businessman, and coach. Sino ba mas masaya dyan sa dalawang yan? Mukhang sa business na lang yata ako magiging masaya. Okay? So I changed my career partially to business. Every time we go outside in our community, in the roads, we see people in the UB Express sleeping, tired of their work, tired of their employment. So probably sa kanila, if there would be a new career that will enable them to have more money, probably they will shift career. I will give you some examples of my friends who shifted career. This is my brother from Canada, from BS Biology here in the Philippines, shifted to nursing. He went to Canada, and in Canada, aside from nursing, he is a very successful licensed financial consultant. So it's not too late to shift career. Okay lang yon. Another one, you will see Mr. Ryan Fernandez. He came from New York, now living in Quezon City, studied visual arts in Fordham University in New York City. And now, yeah, si Mr. Ryan Fernandez is a happy barangay councilor in Quezon City. Layo visual. Anyway, Ryan is happy. Who are we to be judgmental, di ba? According to Itbulaga. He is happy as a barangay councilor, so be it. Kat Cole was a previous waitress in Hooters. Now, some years ago, she became the CEO of Focus Brands, which handles yung Cinnabon bread. She became the CEO of that Focus Brands. Galing, ano? From waitress to CEO. A very close friend of mine, Dr. Suba, is an anesthesiologist. She was part of my business team before. Yung SFT is Suba Roel Tolentino team. She's not practicing anesthesia right now, and she is in corporate. And the last time I've heard, she's doing good in the corporate world. So, hindi lang ibig sabihin, ikaw ay doktor, you maintain yourself as a doctor. It's okay to have a career shift. This is Dr. Suba. Another example, Sunil Aragon is one of our friends. He is an IT professional. Now he's not working anymore, and he is concentrating in business and in home gardening and composting business. Nasa siya? Urban gardening. Layo IT professional to urban gardening. Early retirement, she went to aquaponics. Now she is in real estate. Real estate selling. This is the salon of my friend. I asked permission from her to post her pictures. Sabi niya, last May ito I need to check my base because her salon was closed since the quarantine period. Sabi niya sa akin, Doc, I was crying when I visited my salon. I never imagined that I was earning thousands of pesos a day. Now, from that salon, zero income. Okay. Another problem is yung depreciation of the equipment. There's a big problem with this kind of businesses. So this friend of mine, she shifted to online selling. No choice. Your salon is closed. You get another career. So she's selling these goods. Another good friend, Olivia Fernandez Bernabe. She is a cum laude graduate of MASCOM in Miriam College. And before, she had so many restaurants in the malls, but now she's a leadership and business speaker. Okay lang, di ba? Now, kaya nyo naman to, di ba? Vice Ganda. Did you know that Vice Ganda graduated engineering from FEU? He was a very good basketball player, and now We all know that he is a comedian ng career. And J.K. Rowling, she used to be a secretary. Then she turned into writing. Alam niyo naman yung famous books niya. And now she is considered the wealthiest woman author on planet Earth. Napakayaman niya, J.K. Rowling. However, yung yaman niya, before she was number one, now uh, she went down to the ranks because she was donating her wealth to different institutions. Ganun siya kayaman. It's okay not to be number one as long as she is helping so many people. This is the new normal in our clinic. So look at us, doctors. This is my friend practicing in Cavite. Diba ang hirap with personal protective equipment? It's very uncomfortable to be in this kind of dress or suits. This is the clinic of my wife. My wife is in the left side, secretary on the right side. Napakainit niyan. And we have to turn off our aircon. That's why many doctors are now looking for new career. My friend posted about 2 weeks ago. Sabi niya, started clinic today. Not so happy, new abnormal. Look at our hospital. No patients, first day of clinics. And this one, I just saw this this morning, a post from my friend doctor, arrived extra early today in my clinic and ready to see patients. For those who are asking, yes, the personal protective equipment is hot. And I'm not even wearing the full body suit yet. I'm very thankful that I have not yet experienced wearing personal protective equipment. Napakainit daw yan, very uncomfortable, especially if you are operating. By the way, the last time I saw a patient was a day before the lockdown. I think that was March 13 or March 14. That was my last surgery. And I have never seen a patient face-to-face again. I operated an appendicitis patient. The next day, I sent her home already. That's why I did not see her again. So mahirap po ang situation natin ngayon. Kailangan nyo magtiis. Probably, you might think of changing your career. Now, what is career? Career is how to actually do what you want. If you want to sing, you are a singer. If you want to treat people, you're a doctor. If you want to treat the teeth of your clients, you're a dentist. So that's your career, a dentist, doctor, accountant. That is what we call career. But this is the big question. Am I happy? Ask yourself, are you happy in what you are doing? Just a few minutes ago, I was talking with a surgeon, with the surgeon, and she told me that she wanted to quit surgery already because she's not happy and because of the present situation. So I just told her to pray and think about it. So if you're not happy, probably you might consider changing your career or partially moving out from your career and have a sideline source of income. Another question, is it too late? Baka naman you want to become a basketball player of the PBA and you are already 75 years old, maybe late na yun. However, if you are healthy, okay, clear pa yung minds mo, probably it's okay to change career. It's not too late. As long as you will be happy on your next career, it's all right to change career? I'll go back. This is the question. Am I happy? If no, think about it. Is it too late? It's not late. I tell you. I became a businessman probably in my late 40s. I never thought I'll be a businessman. I thought during that time, I'll practice surgery for the rest of my life. I did not even, hindi ko naisip that I'll be a coach. I'm a surgeon, di ba? Now, these are the three very important details that you need to think about in your career shift. Your age. If you are already 60 years old, and you want to become a lawyer and you're a doctor, medyo pag-isipan mo yun. Kasi lawyer is about another 6 or 10 years again. So magiging lawyer ka, 80. Okay? Money. If you want to shift into business, think about money. Baka naman mamaya, you don't have capital. I know some doctors, they are buying mga franchise businesses like restaurants. Yan, marami akong friends, doctor. They are very young and they have the money, so it's okay. The problem with these people, with these friends of mine, during this quarantine season, their restaurants are closed. I have one friend, she has just opened her restaurant in front of a very famous school in Taft Avenue. Sabi ko na, Lasal. No, Lasal. The problem, ang Lasal is now shifting to online learning. Big problem. Adjustment process is also very critical. If you want to change career, you need to learn so many things. Okay. But if you are willing to sacrifice your time, okay, some of your money to learn, you can also enroll in different courses. There are different techniques so that your adjustment process will be easy. So in this slide, please take note of the age, money, adjustment process that you need to consider in your career shift. By the way, CCG is an educational company. It is composed of different coaches willing to help one of the coaches. So life is a never-ending journey. Learning is self-imposed. We take an active step to do it. Learning should be active and deliberate. Hindi pwedeng, I'll just sleep and I'll just absorb the education. No. You have to study by yourself or with the help of other people. This is a very famous quotation by Brian Herbert. The capacity to learn is a gift. Ask yourself, capable pa ba ako to learn? If your brain is functioning, okay, I think you have the capacity to learn. Gift. Number 2, the ability to learn is a skill. It's not talent. Skill can be learned. The ability to learn is a skill. And the most important part of this quotation, the willingness to learn is a choice. If you want to learn, you will learn. If you don't want to learn, you will not be able to learn. I'll repeat, the willingness to learn is a choice. Now, if you are going to shift career, ask yourself, is it too risky? This is according to the book, according to Penny. Is it too risky? Example, you want to change career as a businessman or a restaurant owner, baka naman hindi ka marunong maghawak ng pera. Finances mo baka in just a few months, retirement mo, mawala. So you always ask yourself, is it too risky? If the answer is no, go ahead. According to Oprah, the biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams. This is the problem. You're always working, work, and on your retirement age, just die. Paano naman yung dreams? How are your dreams? If you want to be financially stable, okay, if you want passive income, you need to have a business. By the way, if you are an active income earner, professionals, lecturers, teachers, doctors, accountants, architects, okay, you are in the active income quadrant. The problem with active income earners is this. You are designed not to get rich. Please take note of that. If you are in the active income earner, you are designed not to become rich. You will become rich only if you go into business or if you invest money. Unless if you are a CEO, probably another ball game. But if you are just an ordinary employee, sorry to tell you, it's very hard to get rich and wealthy. Have you noticed the wealthy people in the Philippines? They are all businessmen. You will never see the wealthiest person is the most intelligent doctor. Walang ganun. It's always businessmen. By the way, we are talking about money. Money is a neutral item, neutral commodity. Baka sabihin nyo, mukha naman pera si Dr. Roel. Money will just exaggerate you. What is the meaning of this? If you are a good person and you have lots of money, you will be a better person. If you are a bad person and you have lots of money, you will become a worse person. So money just exaggerates you. Money is okay. It's okay lang. As long as you share it to other people and you use it wisely. Don't worry about failures. All of us failed. Ako nga, nag-fail ako, di ba? Sinayang ko yung tuition ko sa Lasal for 1 year. Some businesses nag-failed. However, they learned and they are able to rise up, get into business again, and eventually they became successful. Don't worry about failures. Worry about the chances you miss when you don't even try. Yan ang very critical. If you want to try something and you think you might be able to be successful, you try. And if you fail, it's okay. At least you have tried. And mahirap, on your deathbed, nagsisisi ka, I should have tried it. It's just like your love life, di ba? Nanligaw ka, manliligaw ba ako dito o hindi? Manliligaw ba ako o hindi? Wag na lang, baka mabasid ako. What if the woman or the man likes you? Sayang. Di ba? Parang love life, ano? Kasi personal relationship ako, napunta ng love life. This one is very critical. Please remember this. If you want to have a career shift, find your mentor. Again, find your mentor. A new career is very different in our present career. It doesn't mean that you're a very good lawyer, you will be good in business. Of course not. It doesn't mean that if you're good in business, you will be good in real estate. Of course not. Find your mentor. A mentor is someone who sees more talent and ability within you than you see in yourself and helps you bring it out of you. Yung mga mentors kasi, they can see your capabilities, they can see your talents, and they are able to see your future. Kasi they have been there already in your past. They can see through you and they will help you mold your capabilities. Now, if you are looking for a mentor or if you are with a mentor, do your homework. Shoot two birds with one stone, meaning if you are spending time with your mentor, be observant on what they are doing. Because what they are doing, it is the things, those are the things that you need to do. Know what to ask. A good mentor will always answer you full-heartedly, with honesty. So that's a good mentor. Be resilient. Ano lang yan, tiyagaan lang. Kasi alam niyo naman, mentors, they have lots of students. According to the book, Career Shift, make a vision board. By the way, the author of the book is also a lecturer on vision board making. I have my own vision board. Ito, nasa gilid. This is my own vision board. I also teach vision board making. Why is this very important? Yung vision board is very important so that you will be focusing your actions towards your dreams, towards success, toward fulfillment. Probably some of you are not yet exposed to vision board making. Very important to. Many successful people are using vision boards. I will share to you this is one of our activities in the hospitals. I taught the students on how to do a vision board. This is my vision board. Siyempre, ang center is my family. I have so many visions. I don't need to explain. Itong isa dito, it means wealth. Ang problema, may nagbigay nga sa akin. Plastic. Ayan. Hindi to totoo. If this is, millions na to. Kaso plastic yung binigay. So this is my vision board. This one, I already stopped in this area. I have too many watches already. And this one, yung mga suits, tawa na ako sa suits, puno-puno na yung cabinet ko ng suits. Iba dyan, I have never fulfilled yet. One of my goals is to speak in arena sa Iglesia ni Cristo. Probably, I am talking to you, I'll just count you in my future thousands of audience. So, parang na rin ako nasa arena, Philippine arena. Another topic discussed in the book is the law of attraction. This is a separate lecture. Ano yung law of attraction? What you always think about or speak about may become a possibility to you. So you ask, you receive, and believe. Actually, I have my dream book pa. This is my dream book because I follow the law of attraction and I have listahan. I will give you one sentence. This is my law of attraction. Thank you, God, for the following. Tawag dito. Number 5 nila, I'll read number 5. Me and my family making impact to the lives of millions of people. So that's my vision lang. I have 10 items here that I hope to accomplish in the future. This is the wallpaper of my computer. I have this wallpaper for, I think, more than 3, 4, or 5 already. I have never changed it. Magkikwento lang po ako, this is my real life. Many years ago, even though I'm a doctor, akala nyo lang, doktor mayayaman. There was a time that 2 credit card companies are pursuing me. Hindi ako makabayad po ng utang because of tawag dito, mistakes in finances. Alam niyo ba? Naawa ko sa sarili ko eh. Being a doctor, being a surgeon, hindi ako makabayad sa 2 credit cards ko. I reached maximum already. But of course, because of my vision board, because of my change in career, change in attitude towards life, towards money, now, I'm very thankful yung financial problems ko were all solved. Yung before, 2 credit cards ang mahabol sa akin, now a credit card ko ang may utang sa akin. Because I put my money in my credit card, so wala akong utang. Ahabulin ko ngayon yung credit card ko. I don't have any mortgage. Wala po akong utang, anyone, any bank. Kaya so far, I'm very thankful that I was coached by Mr. Ryan Fernandez and his mother, who are very good personal development coaches. So, ang akin lang, nung time na naghihirap ako sa pera, I sought consult sa other people who are knowledgeable about money, about business, etc., etc. I will be forever thankful. Okay. What is law of attraction again? Alam niyo po, aside from being a doctor, ang isa sa kinakarir ko is super daldal ko po. I'm so talkative. I found out that in this book, Strengths Finder. Sabi nila, I'm very good in talking, in coaching. So, law of attraction. For about 2 months already, my friend who owns several hospitals and several clinics was always calling me almost every day. Sabi ko, sa isip ko lang, nasa quarantine tayo, bigla mo akong tinatawagan almost every day, yung MBA classmate ko. Oo. And we were talking about his hospitals, his clinics, mga laboratories, and by law of attraction, kaya pala siya tumatawag. Out of nowhere, someone told me if I could be hired as the medical director of their company. Ito yan. I was interviewed 2 days ago. Ayan, During my interview, hindi alam, nakapajama lang ako. They were offering 6 numbers. So, ewan ko, I don't know. So, kaya pala ako tinatawagan ng friend ko na may-ari ng laboratories, and he was giving me coaching on how to build hospitals, how to build laboratories. Meron palang tatawag sa akin na isang laboratory, and they want to hire me. So, ewan ko lang. Tingnan natin. Ayun, alam ko na. 6-figure income. So, I talked to them kanina. So, tingnan natin. Tingnan natin. I'm not sure about it. Okay. Another law of attraction story. Before I met the author, about 3 weeks before I met the author, meron akong tinatawag na last song syndrome. I was always singing in YouTube yung Penny Lane and in my dreams Penny in my eyes by Beatles. Kaya kinakanta to laging Penny Lane na to ng Beatles. Until I met, until finally I met the author of the book. The name was Penny Bongato. Kaya pala sabi ko. So that's law of attraction. And sabi niya, follow your passion, be happy always. So that's the law of attraction. What you always say, what you always think will come true. Never stop learning. If you want to have a career shift, I always tell my students that you have to educate yourself again. I always listen to CDs. I watch materials in YouTube. Examples of my CDs. I have 2 cabinets of CDs. Yung mga CDs na pinapakinggan ko. Reignite Your Dream. 5 Love Languages. Ayan. Be a champion. Be a champion for your family and so much more. Kasi kung pwede ilabas, 2 cabinets yan. So if you want to have a career shift, you need to relearn. You need to learn new skills, new knowledge. I always say to my students, you need to read books always. Before, hindi pa uso yung Zoom, I used to read a book, mga 2 books in a month or 3 books in a month. Kaso nung nauso yung Zoom, wala na. Naging busy na. So I read books. I love reading books, especially personal development books. So these are the books I have read on personal development. Ito yung aking assignment na hindi ko matapos-tapos. Almost all of these books I have not yet read. This was during the start of the quarantine season. Pa-picture ako. This is the book, Strengths Finder. Before you go to another career, you need to know the limitations of your capabilities. You should know your strengths. Baka mamaya, your strength is talking. Ang kukunin mong career is accounting. Magiging, you will be in numbers. Mahirap. For example, your strength is numbers. Hindi ka pwede maging artista. It's very hard. So you should know your strengths. I'll just tell you my story. During my early days or early years of my surgical practice, I used to have 36 hours of clinic time. 36 hours of clinic time every week. Okay, for the last few years, I only have my clinics 6 hours a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 to 5. So that's 6 hours a week. But because of the lockdown, ayan na, 0. I have no more clinic time because I don't go to my hospitals. So ano problema niya? I have no income as a surgeon. However, I shifted to telemedicine and I was surprised that I am talking to more patients than when I was in my clinic. I have more patients in telemedicine than when I was in my clinic. So yung nag-shift na ako telemedicine because takot din po ako sa COVID. We all suffered the consequences of the lockdown. We stayed in our houses for several months. Okay? But because of this lockdown, I'm required to stay at home. But staying at home, I still practice my career as a lecturer. So I gave lectures for different companies. I will just share please just accept it as it is because this is my story. I cannot change my story. I'm just sharing what a career shift can do because lately I was being asked to give lectures on coronavirus. Layo surgeon, pero I was giving lectures on coronavirus for different companies. And one company hired me to talk about coronavirus for 10 minutes. Sabi ko, why not? 10 minutes lang naman, bahay lang ako eh. Okay. It's not surgery, but it's another kind of lecture. I'll just share to you. Nasa bahay ako, I was in pajama, giving an international lecture, just the income for 10 minutes. So, it's better than nothing. Pwede na rin, 10 minutes lang naman yan eh. Hindi na masama. Sorry I cannot read your, I don't want to be interrupted reading the messages. So that's the income, 10 minutes. So is that surgical? No, it's just a coronavirus lecture. Now you can pick the shift. According to Jack Canfield, by the way, Jack Canfield is the mentor of Penny, the author of the book. And hindi ko mabasa kasi ito makipit. No one becomes an expert in a new career overnight. I'll repeat. No one becomes an expert in a new career overnight. Even if you are coming from another career where you were established and experienced. As I was saying, even though you are a very good lawyer, it's not just so easy to change career to become an agriculturist. No, mahirap. You should have a mentor and you should be reading the right materials. These three ideas are not included in the book. These ideas just came from my thoughts. I just want to share these ideas with you. Number one, if your source of income is not online, you have a big problem because incomes now are technology driven. So you should have a career which you can do online. By the way, during this quarantine period, this is the first time I tried telemedicine or consulting via internet. Second, this is the first time I experienced using GCash, Paymaya, PayPal. First time I used Lalamove, Grab Food. Tanda-tanda ko na this is the first time I used Grab. Last March lang when I ordered some food for my parents. And this is the first time I used internet banking. Sabi ko, life is so easy pala with technology. And same thing with a career which is associated online. So number one, online career. Think about it. Number two, if you want to shift to another career, you can also try having a business. Being a business coach, I read lots of books katulad nito. Side Hustle, From Idea to Income in 27 Days. There are lots of books. There are books from Robert Kiyosaki, Business School for people who like helping people. Why do we need to choose business? Because business will give you passive income. There is also what we call leveraging. Ano sabihin? If you are an active income earner, kailangan mo magpakita para kumita. In business, you can have a big business while you are swimming in Boracay or while you are in the beaches of Hawaii. That's the good thing about business, leveraging and passive income. If you want to become wealthy, it's not active income career. It's in business or in investment. And number three, in order to survive our financial crisis, you have to invest on emotional intelligence. Why? Many facts or many parts of our lives are being replaced by artificial intelligence. Yung mga doktor nga in the future, baka wala ng doktor. Artificial intelligence na lang. However, emotional intelligence cannot be surpassed by machines. That's why that's why I'm asking you to improve emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? It is empathy, self-discipline, and better relationship with other people. Again, online, business, emotional intelligence. As I have told you before, what is career? Career is how to actually do what you want. There is one critical factor that made these people successful in their careers. Look at Manny Pacquiao. He used to be a construction worker. Now, because of this critical factor, he became a very famous boxing sportsman. Another example, Manny Villar came from a poor family from Orani, Bataan. He used to be an accountant, but then later part of his life, he shifted to building houses. From accountant to real estate developer. And remember, I told you this before, I will inform you on the basics knowledge that may encourage you for a career shift and furthermore. You know what is the key to become successful on your career shift? This is it. Passion. Passion is what you want to do. Maaaring doctor ka, you are not happy on what you're doing. You have to shift. Example, you're a teacher and you're not happy, probably you can go to selling and you will have a happier life. Again, passion is what you want to do. Passion, what you really want to do. No more excuses. I have told you the important details on career shift. Never follow money. Follow your passion. Money will follow you. Ulitin natin ha. I am nearing my end in my lecture. Never follow money. Follow your passion. Money will follow you. And I want you to succeed. This is my question. Are you in the crossroad of your life? You're in the middle. You're nowhere to go. You're asking yourself, what will I do next? That is what we call crossroad. If you are in this situation and you might ask yourself, do you need guidance? Or do you need a new career? If your answer is yes, then you have to go back tomorrow because another coach will talk about career change. You are in the crossroad, you need guidance, and you want a new career, you come back tomorrow and attend our 8 p.m. Educational course. This poster, I think, will be flashed by Ryan later on. I am inviting you. This is again free. Another lecture of mine. this coming Sunday, strategies for a better health, strategies for a better mental health, this Sunday, June 7 at 8 p.m. By the way, the slides are available online. I will give you the links. By the way, alam niyo naman, napakadaldal ko. If you want to give lectures or if you want to become a better educator, I highly suggest this book, TED Talks. Ako basa ba baliktad? Anyway, kahit kasi baliktad eh. TED Talks by Chris Anderson. My slides are available in the internet. Just go to slideshare.net and type in Career Shift 2020 by Roel Tolentino. And with that, thank you, Ryan Fernandez, for the opportunity, and good evening, everyone.
Thanks so much, Dr. Well. I love how you shared a lot from the book, but also you tied it together with your life. And obviously, no one's life is perfect. And thank you for being transparent and sincere enough with us to share the ups and the downs of your journey in medicine, in figuring out how to shift again during the COVID lockdown. And thank you again for also being very generous with your slides. So guys, if you wanted to take a second look at Roel's talk, you can just visit the slides and SlideShare and download it for yourself. That's how generous he is. And Roel is also a good friend of our learning community. So this Sunday, he will be covering a health talk. So he's gonna wear the doctor hat on Sunday, and everybody is welcome to learn about mental and emotional health. So awesome talk, Roel. From the time I met him in St. Luke's many years ago, I've seen the transformation to being a businessman and a confident speaker. Thanks again. Anyway, we're not quite over yet. I actually posted in the chat box that we can actually field a few questions for anyone who's curious. If you have a question, I can read it out now. And maybe Dr. Well can give his thoughts on the question. I don't think there's a black and white, a right and wrong when it comes to.
Ryan, can you remove
yes.
my slides because I cannot see the questions.
You'll have to stop sharing. Yeah.
I stop sharing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So let me just read some of everyone's feedback, because a lot of you guys were commenting throughout the chat, and I won't go through everything now, but during these last few minutes, I was just reading some of the more thoughtful comments. Like we have a doctor, I guess, friend of Dr. Roel, Dr. Joppy Valdez. He was saying, thank you, Roel, for being a inspiration and a blessing to people. We physicians will always be healers and educators too, but shifting career will be a good fallback these days. God bless us all. What do you think, Roel? Should doctors be exploring a second career?
Not all. Only those few doctors who are in the crossroads of their lives. Yun lang. Kasi there are many doctors who are really very satisfied with the practice. So, okay na tayo doon. As long as they are happy, we are happy. But for those who are not happy, we can help. By the way, for our guests, you can remain after the talks namin. Pwede tayong magkwentuhan dito sa Zoom.
Yeah. If you're a friend of Roel and you want to personally greet him, we will just unmute everyone later and you can do that. We have another question, Roel. This one comes from Aldi and Maya. Can career shift also mean having a side gig or a parallel career?
Yes.
So having both, not just replacing, but have both.
Correct. Pwede yan. Oo. Kasi hindi naman although some people really change career 100%. Ako, I'm still a doctor. I'm still a teacher. Okay lang. Ang importante, you are happy on what you are doing. And you have income also. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng happy-happy lang. You should also be earning.
Yeah, that's a good perspective. And
Pwedeng ano lang, sideline. Katulad nga nung sinabi nung libro, side hustle. Hindi naman kailangan full-time. Another book yan, kaso we cannot discuss it.
yeah, you need to have joy, no, in whatever you do. And as a doctor and as a surgeon, I know and I've seen that you enjoy, you're passionate about what you do.
Kasi ako Ryan, kasi I'm always telling my students, you should know your strengths. I found out that my strength nga is coaching, helping other people. Siguro, sabi ng Diyos, ang daldal mo sa operating room, hindi kita gagawing surgeon na full-time, maingay ka. I will make you a teacher. So, ganun eh. Hindi mo pwedeng ipilit just because you started it, you want to finish it. Hindi pwede. Alam mo nga, maging medical director pa ako, hindi ko pa alam. So, tingnan natin.
Okay. I have a question, Roel, no? Kasi syempre, yung shifting what you do, shifting careers, it can be uncomfortable. Tama ba? It can be uncomfortable for some people.
Because you have to sacrifice your time, you have to sacrifice the experience because you need to learn again. You start from zero. When I became a businessman, I need to be coached. I need to read books. I need to ask the mentors, something like that. It's very hard to just shift and be successful.
What would you do, or what did you do before whenever you felt discouraged?
Discouraged?
Kasi you're trying something new, you're back to grade 1. Sometimes you feel discouraged, I'm sure.
Do you want to know the answer? This is the answer. Vision board. Because my vision is to give more time and money for my family. Ganun lang. I align myself to my vision. Sabi nga ng iba, Doc, sabi ng mga estudyante ko, Doc, why are you not a member of this society? Ang unang tatanong ko, is that membership income generating or not? If it's not income generating, I will not do it. Ganun lang kasimple ako mag-isip. And furthermore, kaya tayo nahihirapan is difficulty in distinguishing want versus need. Ano ba yung want? Lahat ng gusto natin bilhin. Pero importante, ask yourself, do you need it? Kaya iba nagkakabaon-baon sa utang. I want this new car every 3 years. Kaya sila nagkakaproblema. During this quarantine season, alam mo, maraming tao ang nagkaproblema talaga sa pera. While the rest of the people are having problems, sorry, this is my story. I'm very relaxed. I still have incomes generating even though I'm staying at home because of passive income from the business and other sources. And ang aking profession nga, I can do it online. That's the good thing about it.
Thanks, Roel. We've got 2 follow-up questions regarding that. The first is from Joseph, and tanong ni Joseph, it's tempting to switch career gears when the going gets tough, or to fall prey to the shiny object syndrome when a new opportunity presents itself. How can you gain clarity? You need to decide if a career shift is right for you. How do you know if the career shift is right for you? How can he know if he's ready to shift?
I will share this book. You can read this lang. 1 hour. Meron tong online PDF eh. Ang akin lang, if you want money in your career and your career is not giving you money, that's the time to shift career. Ako kasi napansin ko, yung pagiging surgeon, ang dami na namin surgeon sa Pilipinas, napakarami. However, there is a niche. I give lectures to different companies. Ang napansin ko, ang daming pera pala sa pagiging lecturer. So yung my income from lecturing is tawag dito, nag-augment yung income ko as a surgeon. Again, why do you need to shift career? If your career is not giving you money, and if you want money, you go to another place with possible money. Baka mamaya, pinipilit mo yung sarili mo, wala na nang pera, wala nang pera, and why are you still continuing that career? You will be answered by this very short book, Remove My Cheese. You look at this book. Dali lang to.
That's a bestseller. That's a classic. So
1 hour read.
Bookshops will have it. Yeah. It's also a very simple, elegant book. We have also another question, and I think this will be our last for tonight. I'm sure many are still asking, but we'll wrap it up here. Joe Balmelero, or Joy, sorry, Joy. Joy is asking, how do you align yourself to your vision?
Okay. I am guided by my vision. Ano ba ang vision ko sa buhay? Vision ko is having more time, more money for the family, health, okay? And actually, yun lang ang ano ko eh. Yun lang ang vision ko eh. Anything that will make my family happy, I will do it. Anything that will give money for my family, I'll do it. Anything which is related for a better health, I will do it. Like today, mag-exercise pa ako, 1.5 hours. So, ganun lang ang buhay ko. If a new opportunity is not aligned on my vision, I will not do it. I will say no. Example, yung kaninang tumawag sa akin, or kahapon, na pwede ba ako maging medical director? Pag-isipan ko. Kasi alam niyo naman, being an employee, you are a slave of the company. It's better to have a business na you are free and you will have passive income. Kasi ang problema sa mga tao, we are trained to become employees. Hindi tayo trained to become businessmen or entrepreneurs. So if you want more money, I am always telling my students, go to business. Okay ba? Baka mag-iyakan tayo dito.
So the goal doesn't change. It's the strategy that's flexible.
By the way, Ryan, meron tayong conference bukas. Baka makalimutan.
Yes. So thank you for all of the questions. And thank you again, Dr. Roel, for being willing to answer some of our attendees' questions. Tonight, for those who are very new to our webinars, tonight is actually what we call Career Crash Course. We have different topics each Thursday where we take ideas and insights from different books and condense them and have somebody share them so that if you're busy in life, if you're doing many things, you can just attend this and get the meaty part of those topics. And all of June, we're talking about reinventing ourselves because of what's been happening, because of the career crossroads that many people have, or the disrupted businesses. People are beginning to switch hats. And I want to promote the topic for next Thursday. Okay, that's June 11. And we're going to cover a book called The Answer, How to Discover What You Want from Life and Make It Happen. We had some people asking earlier, how do I know if if this is really my vision? How do I know if I should be shifting? Maybe this can give clarity. And I want to call on our sharer, Sabina Santos, to uh, give us a sneak peek of what to expect next Thursday. So Sabina, can you kindly unmute yourself and yeah, tell us what's in store?
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Sabina. You sound
Oh,
clear.
okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sabina, and you can call me Sab for short. So, what can we expect next Thursday, guys? So, we'll be talking about a part of our brain that's relatively unknown sa mainstream ngayon. No? It's called the RAS, the Reticular Activating System. And what it does, syempre pag-usapan natin on Thursday, and sabi kanina ni Doc Roel, di ba? The law of attraction, merong nabanggit na law of attraction kanina. And yon kasama yon sa pag-uusapan natin on Thursday. And part yon ng what the RAS does, no? So on Thursday, we'll cover more of about the RAS, and we'll learn more about how to harness the power of the RAS to achieve what we want in life, no? All right. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am. See you guys next week, and I give you back to Ryan.
Yeah, thanks so much, Sabina. So RAS, R-A-S, I heard that right, tama ba? Reticular Activation System. That sounds so
Yes.
technical, but it has to do with our mind and the way we think, no? So thanks, Sabina, and we're very excited to hear and learn from you next week. Uh, all of these events are actually put together by Syzygy. Syzygy is a leadership search and development organization where we equip professionals who want to be in business and who want to grow themselves. And we're also a business community. We're also a community of learners, and everything we do, like tonight, is actually something purely voluntary. So we'd love to have you again next Thursday. I also want to invite you guys to check out another topic we're doing tomorrow evening. This is not about books anymore, but it is also about learning. And we're going to invite a businesswoman, Ambek Driz. Her background is actually in human resources and with Motorola. And then after that, she fully went into entrepreneurship, retired in her early 40s. And together with her husband, they've built a big business nationwide that's now in digital commerce. And we're going to invite her tomorrow to talk about bouncing forward. What that means is finding opportunities in the new normal, because for many of us, there's no way to really go back to the way things were. So it's not about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward. She's going to be discussing a business project we're expanding with Syzygy, and it's by invitation. So just by you being here tonight, you can actually take a screen cap of the meeting ID and the password. Or if you don't, you can get it from the friend who invited you tonight, or you can just shoot us an email. And you can actually contact us at, or email us at www.syzygy.ph, or you can actually email me at ryan@syzygy.ph. Syzygy just means when certain planets and stars align. And in this case, we love to align people with opportunities, opportunities to learn, opportunities to share what they know. And tomorrow is no different. So we'd love to see you again tomorrow night. If you're in a crossroads, if you're seeking clarity, maybe it's time to bounce forward. So once again, thank you to our speakers. Thank you, Sabina. And it's great to have all of you here. At some point earlier, I was told that here, plus social media, we had more than 100 people watching. And while we're going to end the meeting per se tonight, I won't end the webinar. If you want to talk with your friends, if you want to say hi, I'm going to allow everyone to unmute themselves and you can still stick around. But my name is Ryan Fernandez for Syzygy Career Crash Course. And we'll see you tomorrow night and next week. Take care, guys, and God bless.